Got it. Oh shit. He's gonna start. Cake. Yum. Maybe I shouldn't have started streaming until after I finish this cake. Oh well. I guess I probably should do a story summary, which I haven't done once. I should probably also do some grinding because I'm pretty sure I'm low level right now. Yum. I really hope my parents don't turn off the power to my room again. Oh. This is sweet chocolate cake. No. Oh. I'd win. I have cake. I see you have the dumpy. I did not hit my mic with my plate. I was trying to look. Yeah, it's chocolate cake. It's really good. Since this will be staying in my room for a while, I actually need to make sure this is not covered. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Did I do a story recap? I guess. It's been like a week. So basically, our character arrived to the city of Balduke and immediately got sent to prison because of other things that happened in the other games. We break out of prison and then we become a monstrum, and now we're stuck in the city and can't leave, so we're trying to be able to leave. We're trying to be able to leave. And also gain more access to the city stuff. I'm terrible at summaries. This is why you don't have me do a summary. I have a mint. I have a lifesaver in my mouth now. I should probably chew on it. That's not the right button. So, when I finally could play games again, to the point where my hand was no longer so sensitive that it actually hurt to type, I played more Y Origins till I beat the route that I was playing. Wrong button. That's why I keep pressing X, because the talk button was X. Well, the interaction button was X. I forgot that this was... I'm trying to read this. I'm being lazy. I'm being a lazy ass. Because I'm trying to finish this lightsaber. Well, it's going slow enough a person can read it. But it was like the one boss. Every time I played it, when I was streaming, it crashed the game. I'd even play it on my own, and it crashed the game. It crashed the game 4 times. Anytime I beat it, well, I fight it. Fuck. Not the interaction. I'm talking to Kratos again. Ah, fuck. This side. So, I was just like, I'm not gonna deal with this, because every time I try to beat it, crashes the game, and it cuts the stream. So I just decided to beat it on my own, and then I kept going forward. I beat it like yesterday. I didn't read that, but I know what it is. But I beat it yesterday. So, and so what I did was, because the PS4 has a video sharing feature, and my YouTube channel is connected to YouTube on here, I've sent all the videos to my YouTube channel under private, and I'm gonna do a supercut of the game, where I'm gonna do like a kind of summary story of like all the playthroughs in order of what I do, and stuff like that. So, you somehow changed colors. Did you officially choose your color? Yeah. Why is your name green now? Yeah, your name's green now. But, so what, so I'm gonna do a supercut where I'll do commentary over what I did, because there's stuff I actually did say while I was playing. Ah, I see. So you changed it from the default of constantly changing to color. But so, while I was playing, I'd say something, but obviously no one could hear it because I didn't have a mic on. Because I usually don't when I play games. So, what I do is I'm gonna do a supercut, and I'm just gonna do stupid ass commentary to it, where we'll have some valid opinions. Well, not opinions. Well, valid comments of what I actually would have said at the time, and others just like look backs and stuff. It's gonna be the most heavily edited thing I've ever done, and oh god, I'm actually really nervous. Anyways, good. See, I can't do the voice. I have another lifesaver in my mouth. Why did I grab another? Oh well. Good. Good to see you, Adol. You must excuse me. I was enjoying a chess match with Credo, and we got to discussing the knights. Don't be fooled by our ferocious friend, Adol. He always seems to stay one move ahead of me. Right, that's what Credo was saying. Basically, he was also complimenting Parks in the chess match because he was very surprised of how hard it was actually to fight Parks at chess. Anyways, someone this astute may be better suited to be a civil officer than a knight. Be that as it may, I do not intend to surrender without a fight. Wait.
Have a moment.
Okay. Adol, I noticed you found my message. I received word of another innocent prisoner. A few days ago, we found an anonymous letter addressed to the Monstroms. I suspect that it will be even more challenging than rescuing Iris. Adol, would you hear me out? Oh god. Lifesaver, no. Of course I'll help. Okay, I need to make an emote of me munching on things because I do that too often because you guys keep telling me to eat. So I now always bring food with me and I won't stop chewing on something. Well, at least it's better than cheesy though. He chews on all the inanimate stuff that's around him like remotes. You have my thanks. Let us first gather the dandelion staff. We unfortunately do not have many leads, so combining your information is our best bet. So, this is a letter. I'm sure you have been made aware of the recent unjust arrest. A few months ago, oh my god, it's really hard to talk. 4 months ago, someone disappeared. Now, I am positive that that missing person was one of the innocent people detained. I believe that if you find him, you will unearth the motive behind these arrests. Regrettably, I do not have any information on where in the prison he's being held. I've also learned that he's going to be transferred away in the near future. Where he's going, I don't know. Something foul is afoot. Please save him. So the person we're saving is definitely a male. P.S. If you do manage to find him, ask him to remember the oath on the hill. He'll understand. That's not much to go on. It sounds sincere enough to me, though. Yeah, I think so, too. Letters just like this one were found in places the monsters were sighted. People are starting to talk about them. Oh my god. Lifesaver mixed in the combination with my list is really bad. And this is a game where I have to read out a lot of shit. It's gotta be for the monsters. We had to help free that prisoner then. Yes, it appears to me that this could be the prisoner that with the answers we need. Okay. But without a name or location, I don't know where to start. What's the matter, Credo? Well, you know. What's the worst that could happen if we just, you know, misplaced that letter? I currently have a lifesaver in my mouth. I just ate a cake. And I have all dressed Lay's chips. So, a few different things today. I'm currently trying to get rid of the lifesaver because it's actually very hard to talk. But this person's in trouble. He needs our help. I wish there were a way we could find out who this prisoner was. It was a double chocolate cake. We kind of needed to eat that, so when I saw it in the fridge, I was like, shoot, we haven't eaten it yet. So, it's like, I probably should eat this, because I was getting snacks anyways. I was just going to have chips and, like, a few lifesavers, and I mean mint lifesavers. Not, like, the sweet, fruity lifesavers. That's kind of also why I'm munching on them. Anyways, wait a sec. I did hear about a special case prisoner who was scheduled to be transferred. Where did you hear that, Iris? Let me guess, you were out digging your nose in places where you shouldn't be. Hype, yes. Double chocolate cake is really good. It's even better with whipped cream, but we kind of ran out of that. Like, the whipped cream adds a bit more moisture to the cake, which is really nice. I can never have, like, 2 pieces of that cake in one day. Otherwise, I feel sick. It's really rich. I have to endure closer scrapes than that. I was just doing a little reconnaissance to find that scumbag Wiedenheim. I cannot talk for the life of me. That runt's gotta bark. Shut up, knucklehead. Alright. Let's just calm down now. Reconnaissance. Where the hell did she... Never mind. Hey, Otto. If this is our guy, there's gotta be a way to get him. We should intercept the transport wagon. I can't speak. We just need to know when the transport is going to take place. The black market dealer might have that information. Let's find him. Yes. Let's find him now then. I really want chips. I really shouldn't have snacks near me, because then I just want to munch. This is why I take medicine. Not really. It's actually just for me to focus. But if I don't take the medicine, then I get really hungry and I munch on things. But like, if I don't pay attention, I also don't munch on things and just ignore hunger. It's a very precarious situation. Ah, shit, they're testing the lights again. They might cut things off. It may not be as dangerous as breaking into the prison, but the convoy will still be guarded. I'll arrange for his arrival at the Dandelion. Until then, Godspeed, everyone. Right. My lips have slight sugar on them. I think Doggy's up here, yeah. Not the right button. So, I don't think you were here, Chris. I was talking about earlier. Not really that much earlier. It was like 10 minutes. So, I played Wise Origin a few times. Not Reprisal. I played Wise Origin a few times on this. Over live streams. And, there was always this one particular boss that would crash the game. I like the character outfits in this game. I don't have the Crimson Spire. Great. Well, I know you're talking about one of the games. So, yes, because I like the outfits. Hi, Lightning! Are you the manager of this establishment? Then I have a series of questions for you. There were witnesses who claimed they seen monstroms in this facility. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Explain yourselves at once. Oh, but it was just a teeny-weensy misunderstanding, my adorable warden. The monstroms are nothing more than a marketing gimmick. We just love dressing up as the monstroms. Perhaps our staff were mistaken for the real ones. What? You're serving customers dressed as monstroms? Absolutely! It's an absolute hit with the locals. Oh no! What have I done? I've divulged the secret of the Dandelion's success. I don't care about how you run your business. I can see that we were misled by the rumors about the monstroms working here. However, I can dismiss the possibility that they will not show themselves here in the future. I'll have my guards keep a close eye on this place. You don't have any objections, do you? Why, of course not. I feel that much safer with you protecting me, Warden. Anyways, back to the thing at hand that I was talking about. So, I plan to So there was this one boss that kept crashing my game. Whenever I would retry after dying, it would occasionally, on random occasion, it would just crash the game. And when streaming, if the game crashes, it stops the stream. Because I'm streaming directly from my PS4. So, another talking section. Hold on. I'll continue that thought. Are you on your way out, everyone? What's Dollface doing out of the shop? It appears that Miss Randall has caught on to my surreptitious excursions. As such, I no longer believe there's any point in concealing them. You're probably right about that. In any case, I'd like to accompany you from here on, if you would allow it. You'll be a great help to us. On the contrary, it is I who will be depending on you to help me restore my lost memories. So, where'd you get the swanky new getup? Oh, mere words. I'm feeling better than I was, like, yesterday and, like, last week in general. So I'm pretty good. Don't jinx yourself, you'll start feeling sick again. My sickness was caused by the vaccine. I remember, Dan, I mentioned that I got my second shot on Saturday. And it made my nerves super sensitive. So that also included all the other things, which included stomach things. So not only did it interrupt my sleep issues, increasing normal pain that I usually have on day to day, my stomach was easily upset and it would make me very nauseous. But I'm feeling better. I was fine with both shots. Yeah, I was pretty much fine. It was literally just that the nerve, it just made my nerves twice as sensitive as normal. And sometimes that's not really fun. Especially when you have, like, some constant pain and stomach things. That was not fun. My overgarments, you mean? Krisha lent them to me. My original appearance was somewhat ill-suited for remaining inconspicuous. That's one way of putting it. Well, I think it looks great on you, Anamona. It was just gathering dust in Pendleton's warehouse, so wear it as much as you need. I shall. Thank you very much. Yeah, so, like, I'll probably be fine. I don't actually get sick a lot. Yep, which... Okay, is that? Because I've been playing the other game that I can't remember some of the buttons.
Crimson line! Crimson line! Crimson line!
This one. So I'll probably be fine for, like, more than likely the rest of the year, until my birthday probably, because I always get sick on my birthday. Is that right? Yeah, it could be dangerous as it is. I can't do owl screech. Sorry, are we interrupting something? Not anymore, you aren't. State your business. Yes, it changed to the RPG aspect in where was it? I think it was Memories exactly. I think it was Memories when it started the RPG. This one has the only abilities. I forgot that happens. This one has the abilities, unlike the other ones. You do get artifacts that give you other abilities, but this one has, like, the most amount of abilities that are different from the rest of them. It's, like, all tied to the story. That's not the square button.
Looking to cut it.
Well, I can finally get this. That's nice.
Good eye.
I don't have enough for that.
Buying or not? I see.
I don't have that either. But yeah, that's, like, I played Memories, and that's how it got me addicted to the series. Also, my boy Adam is looking a bit different. Yeah. So the reason why he's looking different is because at the start of the game, because of all the other things he's done in the game, he got arrested as soon as he came to the prison and then busted out of prison. So he's kind of in hiding. That's why he has black hair and is wearing a scarf. Because he's literally in hiding. What, you got some more dirty work that needs doing? Yeah. You asked Maxim for information about the prison carriage to do for transit. So, in other words, you want me to get you intel that can only be found within the prison. Catch on quickly. I'll warn you in advance, I can't guarantee that I'll find what you seek. Sounds like you're taking it on then. Your fee this time around is 1,000 gold and a piece of dry-aged meat. Come find me once you've gotten it all set and ready. Yeah, wrong button. Anyways, let's finish the other talk that I was doing. I gotta also check if I have the item. I think I do have the dry-aged meat. I just kind of don't have a lot of... Wait, no, I have enough money. But I gotta do some other things too. Because the prison one's always long. I was mentioning before, so I've been playing Wise Origins, and I have streamed the game on a couple occasions. But this one boss kept crashing my game. So I decided to play on and then do a video with my continuation of it, like my defeat and stuff. And then I got really far, that it was kind of awkward just to post an hour-long video of like everything. So I decided to do a supercut kind of thing with commentary on Wise Origins and like all of it. Taking up a very hard editing kind of thing that I've never done before. That's gonna be fun. And like side commentary and like just have fun with art and stuff. It's not something impossible. It's just something that's gonna take a lot of time because I'm going to do all 3 routes and do supercuts of them to do like a full supercut, because I have a feeling that the routes are going to be similar aside from a couple things. So it's better just to do all of them at once instead of just doing one each. Yeah. No, honey. Also, do you have any idea how to say the name of the series? Because I never figured it out. Of Wise? Like the game series Wise? I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Because, in Origins, they actually do say the name, and it's Ease. And I'm pretty sure the voice narration is French, so you'd say it as Wise. In English. No, honey, let's not be selfish here. Don't you think his owner misses him? I don't care. I'm taking him home with me. This is going nowhere. We need to be on our way. Oh, they must be the ones that made the found item request. Maybe we should go and ask if everything's alright.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. We came to talk about a request you put in about a stuffed animal you found. Oh, I assume it means you're taking it on then. We'd certainly appreciate it, see, the wife and I are on a pilgrimage with our daughter. We were slated to leave the city today until my daughter found this stuffed rabbit. You can tell how precious it is. Yes, I did defeat it, and I actually beat the, I defeated that stream crashing boss, and, I beat that entire route yesterday. I have videos of all the progress that I did with, like, major story points, some grinding and stuff. So, like I said, I'm going to do a supercut of the whole playthrough. Not that I don't want to, like, I will obviously play certain parts on stream, because, like, it's going to be a supercut, so it's at least going to take me 10 hours to get all the footage I need to cut everything together, and then I have to do a storyboard, like, of what I'm going to say during the whole thing. It is a big task that I suddenly took on, and I'm excited yet also nervous, because, like, I've never done editing like this before. I grabbed the chips. This isn't smart. Let's not eat the chips till I finish reading this. To Paris, you can tell how precious it was to its owner. We'd love to reunite them, but... Wow, that plushie's definitely seen its fair share over the years. It take a long time of love and care to get it this worn out. Whoever owns it, owned it is likely about as old as our daughter here. There's more than enough reason for us to want to give it back. Is that right? I didn't do the right voice. Come now, dear. Yeah, it's gonna be like, I've already finished like 4 of the 10 hours, approximately 10 hours of just getting the footage. But like, it's 4 hours of each run through, and there's 3 of them. So that's actually probably gonna be 12 hours. And yes, it is a really large bunny. I have a stuff that's right next to me that's probably about the size of that bunny, if not slightly bigger. I can see why she'd want that. It's probably fluffy. Come now, dear. Won't you give the little rabbit over to these nice boys and girls? No, Mr. Bunnykins is my friend now. You can have him. Your friend? And Chris started a riot. Now, what did I say about being selfish? Listen, dear, Missy Bunnykins already has his own family. She stole Bunnykins. She didn't actually steal it. She found it on the ground, but she wants it now. This man's... Wouldn't you be sad if your mommy, you and mommy went our separate ways? Finders is indeed not keepers. Yes, that is true. Well, you want to come home, right? I'm sure he does too, you know? Okay, fine. Well, it's clear that this one, like the stuffy is clearly well liked too. Not illegally speaking, anyways. Not if actual ownership is provable. Yeah, that's true. And like this one was clearly not left on purpose too, because like you could tell that it's obviously well cared for. Aw, thank you. Well, take good care of him, okay? If it helps, we found it in front of the bulletin board along this road here, but other than that, we don't have any other leads, sorry. So long as you find its owner, that's all we're really asking. Make sure Mr. Bunnykins gets home okay. Safe, okay? It's just one's... Skitsamy? I don't know how to say that. Climbsy? Why does it use words? Well, it's just one request after another with you people, isn't it? So, where do you start, huh? We could try using our gifts. Yes, a sound proposal indeed. Perhaps the trace of its owner's steps still lingers near where the toy was dropped. They should belong to a child similar in age to the girl from before. Oh, I can get that person! I could get that person now, because I just realized that I have Anamona's gift. I located the specific footprints. They seem to disappear into the crowd. However, I can't conclude that it's heading for Artisan Lane with a minimal degree of error. Wow, I'm not sure what we would have done without you, Anamona. Anyways, now that we have a lead, let's track down Mr. Runnykin's owner down. I contributed to something great. Oh. Oh my. Munch. Ooh.
Crimson Wine!
Huh?
Yes! Got one! Crimson Wine! Yes! Got one!
Oh. They bleach toast ears. Honestly, it doesn't look bad either, which is kind of funny. Yeah, some people don't look bad with bleached hair, honestly. Okay, where is it? There it is.
Got it.
I don't really need to look where to go because I've already. Oh shit! I've already been there. I detect traces of some sort of feat. Let's examine it with my gift. I have overused the gift. Mm-mm. These footprints appear to belong to the owner of the misplaced toy. It would seem they made a stop at the antique store. Currently on an in-between break between flights. I'll have to catch you all later. Alright, see you later, Chris. Have a good flight. Oh, wait. What kind of plane are you getting on? Tell me before you leave. I want to know. I want to know. In any case, a small commuter, just a twin turbine. Chris is back. Small twin turbine. I don't think Braziliers are used anymore. Bombarder? Maybe a bombarder? But are they still used? I can't remember what the current turboprops that are used. You may or may not know. Actually, I don't think I've ever said this. I have a slight obsession with aviation. So I know above average information for average populace, but I'm not an engineer. I have a slight obsession where my parents aren't surprised, and some of my friends, when they say what I'm currently watching is an airplane crash. I'll find out later and PM ya. Yay! I watch a lot of aviation docs. I'm going into aviation right now, about to start school. Ooh, cool. That's nice. I cannot handle being an engineer. More because of the tests. Not that I'm not smart enough for it, it's just because of the tests. Like, I can't do tests, so, like, I will fail those tests, no matter how hard I try. That's kind of what I learned. Anyways, in any case, maybe Mr. Rindall might be able to help us. I said that really weird. Let's go inside and ask. I want to eat this chip. Oh. Ooh. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm not, I'm really bad with tests. I probably could handle, like, the onside to be a pilot, but, like, I don't have the money, and, I definitely have too many mental issues that they wouldn't let me become an actual pilot. But I don't know models. Definitely not an Airbus, though. If it's a turboprop, it's likely not an Airbus and Boeing because they typically don't make turboprops anymore. So it's more than likely, I think, a Bombardier. I know there's Brasilia, Bombardier, and then there's two others that I know of, but I can't remember the names right now. I think Brasilia is no longer made. It's probably a Bombardier, but I can't remember if they've phased them out yet. And then the other two, I don't know if they're still used either. I'm going into school for aviation flight, i.e. piloting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really think it's interesting. But like I said, like I have too many issues. I have too many issues that I can't become an engineer, and I definitely can't become a pilot. It's kind of sad. But like, what can I do? Whatever. Yeah. Like, I don't have any sight issues, it's just all the other issues. They wouldn't let me become an official pilot. So, like... I was gonna become a scientist. I've mentioned that before. Oh, you wish for me to praise something that you found? Absolutely, it'd be my pleasure. You show the well-loved stuffed animal to Rodario. Ah, I recognize this. Do you know who it belongs to? Indeed, it belongs to a little girl, the daughter of one of our regular customers. It was a family heirloom passed down from generation to generation in the family. They brought it to me for repairs whenever the years wore it down. As a matter of fact, the butler came by recently and asked if I'd seen it. They were quite distressed over it and was asking all over town. They were. So we just missed them. Yes, the stuffed bunny was an heirloom in this family. Where'd they go after that? If I recall, they went to continue their search in the amphitheater in the main square. That's a weird family, not gonna lie. I can't fault them, but like, it's definitely an interesting heirloom that's passed down. Usually people pass down rings, not typically stuffed animals. To, like, eventually at some point the stuffed animal's lost. They visited the theater on the day they had lost it. The amphitheater is our next destination. We'd appreciate your cooperation. Nonsense, it's the least I could do. After all, Melissa and I also have a doll we hold very dear to us. Something as precious as that, over time, becomes nothing less than family. But I do suppose our Anemona is special in her own particular way. Melissa insists that she stands on her own 2 feet and goes on little strolls. Oh, that's interesting. It is a true fact, Pancake, Lightning. Anemona is literally the character, the new character that joined us. She is legit a doll. Now then, there's no time to lose. That girl must be heartbroken without her toy. Please return it to her family safely. Wait, 2 families have weird doll heirlooms. Weird town. I don't think Anemona was not an heirloom. They found Anemona because they're an antique shop. It's only the one family that has the doll heirloom. But usually the kind of dolls, certain kind of dolls do get passed down. It's not actually that uncommon. Because my mother has dolls that are passed down in the family too. I think it's just like a region thing. Yeah. Usually those dolls aren't played with though, like the ones that I have from my mother. Well, my mother has currently, but I know she's probably gonna give them to me eventually. Not like I'm gonna do anything, but we intend to do so. Let's proceed to the amphitheater. Yeah, Anemona is a very old doll that dates back to at least 100 years of war, which was a very long time ago. I think it's 500 years. I think it's 500 years ago. Was when the 100 Years War happened. I once saw an old Asian woman eating lunch with a child-sized doll and the man in a business suit in the restaurant in a busy mall. It's very weird. Like, the doll was sitting at the table. Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. Our dolls are in cages. You can feel as though you're being watched from somewhere. You can literally get this guy as soon as you have Anemona's gift. So, like, if you ever play this game, as soon as you get Anemona's gift, you can get this character. I detect a strange presence. You feel something peering at you from the water. Oh, what's this? Someone has found me. Fantastic monstrums. I'm very impressed. Yes, it is. It's that axolotl. Yeah. Yes, it is an axolotl. It spoke! Magnifique! Mudkip. I shall award you with the most precarious treasure in the entire land.
That treasure is I, the spirit of the lovely Loire River, Montbriand le Grand. Now, bring your rightfully earned treasure to your hideout and take good care of me.
Mudkip. The hell? The spirit of the river is a salamander? An axolotl, to be more precise. You introduce yourself and ask Moblin if he knows about the monstroms. Bonsoir! You are children that have been blessed with gifts, yet cursed as warriors. Though the waters I see all, for I exist to oversee the cycles that sustain this land. We could use a wizened advisor. What a pleb. He didn't know what an axolotl is. I don't think it was Credo that said that. It was Krisha, so it's the youngest girl of the group right now. Credo didn't say that. It was Krisha that said that it was a salamander, if I remember correctly. You can actually check back. Yeah, it's Krisha. Krisha's the one. Credo was confused. Krisha thought it was a salamander. Anemona corrected that it was an axolotl. I don't know why I tried to say salamander. Maybe because just tongue. Well, what kind of things are supposed to be learned from a salamander? See, Chris is the one calling it a salamander. I'm not one to judge either way. If Adel thinks as such, why not bring him back with us for now? It's a spirit. Like, if the spirit is more than willing to be on your team, I would take the spirit, because the spirit it will be definitely more powerful than a human for the most part. Quel malice, quel malince. I'd hope a lovely mademoiselle would carry me back. Yeah. Like, there's some strong humans, but in comparison to a spirit, and I don't mean spirit as in ghost. No, I mean spirit as in, like, spirit, like animal spirits and stuff, which are not. I'm not gonna get into spirits. Anyways, there's much more. I get bossed around by a 4-pound ball of fire weakest. Yeah, but this will do just fine. And so you brought back to the dandelion, the strange creature claiming to be the spirit of the Loire River. will do nicely. I would have preferred a gold vase, but I will make an exception for my friends. I'm glad it pleases you, monsieur. Any friend of the Monstroms is welcome at the Dandelion, so make yourself at home. Oui, oui, most hospitable welcome. I didn't do the right accent, that was more Russian at the end there. But if I'm not mistaken, you're all very, very busy, no? It would be rude of me as a guest, and your new pet to be nothing more than decor. Ah, yes, I have a beautiful idea. You have use for the items that beasts often carry, yes? I, Moblin, can find these items for you, and you will buy them from me. How are you gonna get them? It's well-known fact that all axolotls speak with a heavy Russian accent. Well, this one seems to be more French. Because I'm pretty sure this game takes place in a French area, so like probably France or Belgium. Or like this game world version of France or Belgium. Nonetheless, I think it's in that area. Because Spain speaks Spanish. That's why he's a salamander, not an axolotl. I'm a very mysterious spirit with mysterious powers. The great Moblin can do this and that, and voila! I can go anywhere with water instantly. Well, it's a spirit, so I guess it will be... It could very well just be a very French axolotl. Now, move along, Now, move along and let me work my magic. Hmm? I can now buy monster items. Oh, Lightning, you might not know. No worries. No worries at all. But Lightning, when I get affiliate, I plan to do a 24-hour stream. We'll decide on the date after I make up for the week and one day that I missed from work. This game, French gives me a headache. But when I reach the fill, I will be playing a 24-hour stream, and the game that I will be playing is Wise 8. The most amount of French in this game is actually not that much. It's mainly only Moblin. And a few words. Monsieur, I have a trifle of request for you. I've been eyeing those preserved treats that you have been indulging on. Frick. Shantae meals are magnifique, but I would be elated if you would share some with me. Now that I consider myself an frick Experion, I wish to expand my gourmet horizons. Can you eat everything? I'm an invincible being. Of course I can eat anything, I think. But as I am a spirit of the river, I will not eat seafood. If you do have some to spare, do bring it to me. Appease my stomach and win my heart.
What excitement!
But like, seafood is great. Yeah, but like, I can understand his reason not wanting to eat seafood. More or less because he is also an aquatic animal. I really want to try crab. I like shrimp though. and tuna. I can't handle salmon, but not because of the taste. It's because of when I went to Paris, I literally was served fish with the scales on it and I had to peel it off. And as like a grade 10 child, that kind of scarred me. I don't mind sushi, but the seaweed. I don't like the taste of seaweed, so I don't eat a lot. Yeah, you can kind of understand the reason why I'm slightly scarred from salmon. Because anytime I eat it, I just get put back to that moment and it actually makes me retch. And it makes me sad. I mean, you can get sushi without nori. Yeah, but it's really hard. You kind of, in my area, there's not a lot of sushi options.
Come back soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, c'est délicieux.
Yeah. Yes.
Come again, if you please.
I'll just give him all this stuff now, so then I can keep it all to myself.
Simply divine. Come back soon.
I think there's like one thing I don't have, and I think that's smoked meat.
Simply divine. Take it, I insist.
It's slimy. I'm very generous. And I can never have too much human food. Say delicious. Delicious. I'm eagerly anticipating the next exquisite feast you will serve
Again,
me.
if you please.
Come back anytime. Ah.
Ah, what excitement!
Yeah, it's literally soaked meat. I need to go buy some. That's the only thing I'm missing.
Oh, c'est délicieux. Come again, if you please.
Let's go buy the smoked meat.
Wow.
Which I don't really need to go far, because I think I can make Silhouette buy it for me. Well, now, the question is where's Silhouette? There she is.
Yes. Any errands you'd like me to run?
Yes, I want some smoked meat, please.
Here you are. Anything else you'd like me to fetch? Call for me whenever you like.
Yeah, there's a few things in my area, but like in terms of the sushi, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of options.
Ah, what excitement!
Ah, my ankle! It hit my bug bite. That actually hurt.
Simply divine.
Ow.
Come back soon. Oh, c'est délicieux. Come again, if you please. Simply divine.
I need to plug in my phone. Okay, now I'm done with that. Now I can have all the food.
For you.
Now I get all the food. And I also get a bottle. Which is great, because I need more bottles. 30's better. 30's fine for the iPhone, iPad. I never knew a human could give me such satisfaction. I'm not, yeah, nope. I'm glad. Very good. Yes. Yes. I have just fed the dude. That's all. That is all. I don't need any more chips. The succulent food has forged a clean heart. You've completely won me over. From now on, I will do what I can to help you. I've eaten another lifesaver. That's kind of why I did it. Where's Krisha? I think she's in here? No. Cause I have an item for her. Where she is.
Ada.
I can give gifts to companions. Basically anyone in the hideout I can give a gift to. It increases infinity and also their raid skill. You will get to see your raid soon, Pancake. They added raids in the last game. They're kind of fun. And it's better than the raids in the last game because like all the party members actually fight. And like just your main party. She does all the math in your head. She's like, I think she's a prodigy. What? No, I'm not that smart. My sister's just much better at this than I am. She didn't know what an axolotl is. She's lying. She's lying to this kid. Oh, Krisha, are you ever gonna throw coins out like you used to? Iris and I were talking about how fun it would be to run around picking them up. It's basics biology. I'm sorry, Archie. I decided I wouldn't do that anymore. I realized there were things that can't be solved with money. If you say so, Krista. Wrong button! Ow!
Ada.
Well, if you think about it though, this is like not our current time, so how many animals are well known at this point too? Well, Krisha, I haven't found such thing yet.
Huh?
Me? Can I really have this? Thanks for everything you've done. Oh, I'm the one who should be thanking you. Well, thank you for this, Otto. It really means a lot to me. It's cute but sophisticated too. Maybe I should start wearing more sophisticated clothes. Carla usually picks my clothes for me, but I think I can find my own this time. Krisha, wait! Huh? Yufa? Shantae? Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetie, but we couldn't help it over here. Is that not sophisticated? Looks pretty darn complex. Yeah. I don't know. You intend on finding a matching outfit with the pin Eldora gave you, is that correct? You know what this calls for? A shopping trip! You know, I know just the outfit that would look gorgeous on you, Krisha. And I'll be there to offer my consultant services free of charge, of course. Nobody knows fashion better than Shantae. It does sound like a lot of fun. Okay, let's go, the three of us. We'll make your jaw drop paddle darting. Oh, sudden shopping trip for those three. Usually whenever it's two people together, I want to make sure I talk so I can... Well, there's actually no reason to make sure that's filled though. Don't know why, but reminds me of the time I went to Philadelphia. We didn't know there was a convention happening that day, and we're confused AF when we saw someone dressed as Lightning from Final Fantasy 13 walking down the street. Yeah, I think I'd probably be a little confused of why there was suddenly a character there. Bar. It is a place where people consume provisions and liberations. I'm pretty sure that means alcohol. Since I'm a doll, I do not require sustenance, though I am curious of what it is like to eat. Seeing this, I feel like I'm about to recollect a memory. A memory that long ago I witnessed something just like this. Although I'm certain that more of my memories will return as long as I'm with you. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Crimson Wine! Hey! Hey! Yeah! Here they come!
Ow! Not button! Ah! I've been playing Origins too much because the interact button is X. Nope. When I checked this morning, when it's Bloom, it may not have been potent, but it's just delighted if you can make some use of it. I'm not pressing the right button. I'm sure I can find a way to I appreciate all your help, Pamela. Oh, now, if you want to thank anyone, thank my son. It's thanks to his research on medicinal herbs that I grew anything more than a sprout. Oh, is that right? I suppose the apple doesn't fall from the tree.
Crimson Wine! Hey! Crimson Wine! Yeah! Crimson Wine!
This way. But I feel like there's some deeper meaning in that statement. Maybe. Step right out, everyone. Plenty of tickets left for the this evening's show. Pardon me, but we were wondering if we might ask you something. Oh, what is it? You tell the receptionist about the search for the stuffed rabbit's owner. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It just happened a little bit ago. There was a noble girl came by asking if we got anything in our lost and found. She apparently dropped a stuffed toy of hers. You could tell she loved the thing to bits, too. I can only imagine how relieved she'll be now that you've found it, though. Yeah, Whoopee, you got any ideas where she went? Unfortunately not. With all the people we get coming and going through here. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help. You were sufficiently helpful, actually. Thank you very much for your time. So she was just here then. Let's see if Anamona's gift can track her down. Indeed, they are certain to come across her before long. Come on. I know exactly where she is. I honestly don't need to do this.
Crimson Wine! Yeah! Yeah!
Wrong button! Oh, dearest Todd, where could you have gone? If only I'd ridden carriage instead of assisting upon an occasional stroll. Now, my lady, I shall search for Sir Todd, so please settle down. Wait, the girl's outfit? Yeah, I'd definitely say so. It's, interesting. I think they're all, the bottom's tied with ribbons. Imagine if people actually dress like that. Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting. Many pardons for the interruption. But was it you who dropped this, miss? Anamona handed the stuffed animal over to Dolice. Yes, I think that's how you say it. Delice? Maybe. Well, would you have a look at that? Todd, oh my dear darling Todd. Wherever did you find him? Right over at an Artisan Lane. A family staying in the inn found him and requested we deliver him to you. I see, so that's what transpired. Sir Todd is important as any member of our family. I shan't let him out of sight again. The lace often paired with the nickname Dolly. Yeah. Take care of him, okay? Well, you can just tell some creativity. If my parents are calling for me, I cannot hear them. I actually cannot. Like, I just hear voices that are very loud. And I don't hear my name in that voice. Indeed, I will be certain not to make the same mistake twice. He and I have been inseparable since birth. 'Tis only sensible we remain so. You have my sincerest, most cordial gratitude. I know what the word is. I can't say it for the life of me. I simply must reward you all. I got flowers. Please accept my thanks to you as well. Though we may have to make sure we also thank the kind family who found Sir Todd. Quite late. Let us go to do so before they depart from the city. I bid you all good day, everyone. That is not whatever. I'm not trying hard today with voices. Yeesh, how's a kid with a vocab that big loses a stuffed animal half her size? Hey Credo, that's enough. Anyways, I'm glad we got Todd back to his rightful owner. You can really tell just how important he is to her. Yes, very much so. What is this mysterious feeling? Relief, perhaps? It is as I thought, as long as I travel with him. What's wrong? Nothing at all. This has taken us quite a bit of time. Let us return to our original objective. I still can't do the original objective, Rat. So, I need to fill up the gauge before I can go further. But, like, I get to get a recipe at least. Wrong button! So what I'm proposing is that we reserve this place for the day. Of course, only those who know the password will be allowed in. Oh, honestly, the orders just never end with you, do they? What's all this about the past or business? Don't tell me you think it's cool. Customer, sorry, I got a little caught up in our conversation here. Really throws me off when people call out to me right when I'm about to start cooking. Right, I was just about to get ready to make the most popular item on my menu. Pairing it with liquor demands a careful seasoning hand. But it's simple otherwise. If you're up for it, why not have a go and make it some yourself? Roulade recipes. Some of these recipes actually sound interesting and I'd like to learn how to make them. I'll eat just about anything if it goes with booze.
Hey there, take a look around. Hope to see you again soon.
Look! It's the Crimson King!
Crimson Wine!
I don't know where to go. Oh, trading post. Trading post. Because that will actually probably allow me to get some more levels up. Because I need to be like 30? The next one? 30, 31 would be a good level. Also, I need more stuff. Straw, where are you?
What should I do?
Well now, if it isn't our friend from the Petite Floriste and the Dandelion. Hello there, Mr. Baldwin. How are things here at the guild? Fair, save for a singular matter. I assume you cede my request. Have you ever had ill-dressed chips? It's one of my favorites. Yes, we actually came here to ask you about it. The merchant caravan that went to go harvest herbs. It hasn't returned yet, right? I think we might have actually seen them at the foot of the Mount Eldora a while ago. Oh yeah, I guess we did. Not like we talked to them, though. Did you really? In that case, I suppose it's safe to assume that they entered the sacred mountain. Mount Eldora. Eldor? Maybe. It may be Eldor or Eldora. This place seems to have a mix of French and Spanish. Once believed to have been descended upon by the Old Norse gods. Supposedly, in those days, it was a home to a rare herb that used to be used for viewing elixirs. Those visiting merchants came to inquire about the legend after hearing it in town. Even locals seldom tread near the perilous peak, but they refused to heed my warnings. You lost and you lost contact with them soon after. Why don't we just leave them be? I'd say they're getting their just desserts. But Credo, say as you will, but I share some blame for telling them of the mountain's location. I submitted a missing persons report to the Knight's garrison, of course. But it would appear they're all too busy investigating the matter to investigate the matter right away. Could I perhaps ask for capable use to take up the search instead?
Yes.
We'll look for them. Right, people are missing. That's not something to be taken lightly. We have to find them before the situation gets out of hand. Thank you, and apologies for imposing. You truly are a considerate bunch. A bunch of bleeding heart suckers, maybe. You guys forget our goal. Do unto others, as they say, though perhaps not in your case. You can find the sacred mountain beyond the bridge on the outskirts west of Este Road. Do be careful making your way there.
What should I do?
Wow. Quests are the easiest way to fill up the gauge, because I need to fill up the gauge to continue forward. I'm trying to think, what's the second area that I unlock? Because I have a second area to unlock here.
Yeah!
The monstrous!
Crimson Wine!
If...
Yeah! 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 Crimson Wine! Yeah!
Fast movement. It's not behind. Oh, it's a prison. I actually do want to open that. Ow!
Leave it to me!
That was hard.
Time to shine.
Ow, some of these are really hard hits. Yeah, because I got hit twice. Oh, jeez. I got some really bad hits
Leave it to me.
on me. Nightmare mode is definitely a nightmare. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing this on nightmare mode lightning, so like these hits are really hard. It's definitely hard when you're doing it for a stream and no grinding, and it's like not New Game Plus. It's definitely a task, to say the least.
Something's there. Something's there.
I wish, like in the other game, it actually showed where the harvest points were. That would be really nice. Oh well. I don't think I can climb up here. But I do need some grinding stuff. Ow! Poison. I might want to stand still for the next minute or two. Okay. Let's stand. Shit! Stupid bird! I can't afford to move because the poison will poison me. And I can't heal. Well, I can't recklessly heal. Because I have limited supplies. Nightmare is honestly really difficult.
No need to rush.
Go back here. Nightmare is quite difficult. But it's fun. Come on. Yeah, there's no reason to be in here, is there? Not really.
Something's there. Something's there.
So this is the Sacred Mountain, Eldora. I gotta choose between which version because I keep switching. During the Pinnacle of North Faith, this place was considered holy grounds. And around it is... What are you thinking about, Greta? Nothing, except how aggravating climbing up all this is gonna be. Ah! How do I let myself get dragged into this? It's coming from up ahead. There's no time to waste. Why'd it have to happen to us of all people? Is he gonna be alright, you think? Excuse me, but... are you two... Hi, doggo. Thanks for pushing into the room again. Monstrums, what are you doing here? Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Are the parents scaring you? It's not much, but here's all the money I have left. Just don't kill me, please. As much as I'd love to say... as much as I'd love to, why do you think we wanna? Maybe it's because of your reputation, Hawk. You're staying in here now, dog. You explained the situation to the merchant and the guide. Not the guild. I see, so the trading bureau requested assistance and you caught wind of it? I'm so sorry, I'm sure you have better things to be doing. I should have went with my better judgment before I took this job. The pay was good, but not for this many monsters. Plus my client's missing. There's someone else missing? They must be deeper inside. Yeah, we were scouting around for this rare medicinal herb. And we got a little carried away. That was when the monsters ambushed and separated us. Sorry, pal, but your client's monster grub. But maybe there's a chance he's not. I'm aware of the possibility, but could you look for him all the same? I know it's a lot to ask, but I wouldn't be able to sleep knowing I left a client to die. We'll look for him. We'll find that peddler. You have my word. Minimal time has elapsed since they separated. He may yet still be alive. Thank you all, truly. Yes, and watch out for monsters. Let's go find him. It's a waste of time, I'm telling you.
If I knew I'd be hiking today, I'd pick better clothes.
I'm sure you'll be okay. We'll do this together.
It begs the question though. Cause like that's your monster outfit. Does that change anything? I'm confused.
There's something here. There's something here.
Oh. And down it goes. Yeah.
There's something here.
Ow. Ouch. I went in too soon.
My time to shine.
That usually doesn't happen.
Leave it to me!
Leave it to me.
Oh, great. Frick. Okay, nope. There we go.
So young.
Ow. Fuck.
Let's go!
Okay, now I gotta stand again. Wait, do I have that equipped? Yes, I do. How's the new... Ow. I have to stand around again. If I end now... Well, that's true. If I end now, I definitely have the people votes. Let's mess around with that. Is not even my mouse. Can I add? Nope. Not mod accents. Active. Still healing. Where'd that go? Okay, all healed. But like... Yeah. There we go. So like I'd put that for the other one. I wish I had like a thing to tell me how many people are active. I just know how many viewers there are. Since I'm like the only mod.
You okay?
Ow, frick. Ow, frick, I got hit right at the end there.
I got this.
Switch!
Mama.
You made it. Finally.
Well, we're not at the top. I should probably wait a sec. Well, I don't need to, but I want to drink. Yeah, I don't think any... I need to have an average of 3 viewers for the next few streams to increase my average, because my average is like 2.6 right now. Every time I try to hit this. Phew, that was no easy trip. Indeed, it would have been more Doris. A Duras without her gifts, no doubt. Yes, I'm very close to actually being a Phil. I just need the average viewer count. Something catch your eye? Nah, nothing in particular. More importantly... Ah! Someone, please save me! Don't even think about eating me. I taste just awful, I have you know. It would appear we have located our target. And in the middle of a party, of a pretty swell life or death situation at that. Now the monsters are here to eat me too. Don't worry, we're here to rescue you. Let us make quick work of this. Why did he even think about us eating him? There's no rumors about them eating people. Fuck, that's really bad. I can deal with being confused. I've dealt with it more than once, but damn, it's so annoying.
I got this.
Come on. Ah, fuck. Confusion is so annoying. You're locked in here, Layla. Shit.
My time to shine. Let's get this party started. Let's finish this up already.
Damn, I missed. And I'm confused. Damn it. Ow! Why do I keep doing that? And I can't eat that. Okay. That should be enough to deal with this. There we go. People are in here. I know how to let my dog out. Because she's being a butt. Crisis averted for now. That was magnificent. Color me impressed, monstrums. To think you'd make the trek all the way up the mountain. This is why you don't come in here when I stream. You get locked in. thank you making the trek all the way up here just to save me. Indeed, though technically speaking, we did so at the behest of the Trading Bureau. Chief! Sorry, I'm standing now. Thank goodness I made it in time. Glad to see you two are alright. Wait, were you guys just following behind us? Sorry about that. I couldn't talk him out of chasing after you. There's some kind of chicken being cooked downstairs. That's all I can smell. Oh look, I have another mint. I have 2 more mints. I thought I had eaten them all. Monstrum, allow me to express my deepest, sincerest gratitude. I'd never be able to bring these herbs back had you not arrived when you did. Oh boy. Hi, Dan. You mean you already found them? That's right, and I was about to fall off a cliff when I grabbed them by chance. By sheer chance. Pulls out the long, thick root of some sort. I do not believe I'm familiar with that particular plant. The white hairs resemble a beard in some respects. Wait, isn't that... Indeed it is. It's just like the legend said. This, without a doubt, is the very herb used in the ancient elixirs of yore. Amazing, you did it, Chief. Sell these at a premium and we'll be billionaires no time flat. I have to go downstairs now. It's food time. I'll be back in like a few minutes. Returned with food. You could have just filled the chat with the numbie. I don't really care if you guys spam. I have dealt with the Nightbot issue, so you won't be turned up now. These mercantile types will walk through hell if it earns them some coin. Wait. This isn't easy for me to say this, but I don't think this is the herb you're looking for. What? I've heard of a root herb with strong medicinal properties way out east. But from the looks of it, what you have is actually just a mountain yam. A bit of on the lavish side, culinary speaking, but not exactly elixir material. But its stink of beard-like roots. What about its That's probably just a coincidence. It's not unheard of for weird growths like this to spread out in rugged terrains. God, speaking is hard. You probably could just get So, in a sense, you probably could get a pretty nice price for it at a produce stand. No one knows our plants like pussy willow over here. But there is something else rare about it. Its distinctive flavor. Not to mention how nutritious it is. I'm sure it will go great in any dish you... Yes, I get it. I'll just have to get my hands on the right one next time, no matter what. Wait, you want us to search again? A job's a job, but I'm gonna have to call it quits from here. Fine, how about you monstroms help me out instead? I'll be sure to reward you handsomely in the event we find a herb, of course. I don't know, old man. Maybe this is a sign you should throw in the towel. That is, unless you want to be hit with the curse of Mount Eldora. Huh? What curse? This mountain, it was particularly holy land to the Norse faith in the heyday. It's said their gods left a curse on it when they disappeared 500 years ago. Any non-believers who stay here too long will be met with disaster and ruin. They end up dragged into never-ending night by inhumane monstrosities like us. Like you don't mean... That's it. I've had enough. Coming here was a mistake to begin with. Yes. We better off making an honest living of ourselves all this time. Chief, wait for me! Sorry for putting you through all this. I'll make sure they get back to the city safe and sound. I'll have to remember to give my thanks to the Trading Bureau, too. Well, that just about takes care of the request. But about that curse, Kratos, that's the first time I've heard of it. What can I say? It just comes to me sometimes. Now that I think about it, you were just talking about the Grimwald Nox, weren't you? Impromptu deception is merely one of Kratos' many talents. I do not wish to presume, but this is perchance a show of consideration. You're joking, right? The last place this city needs is more bozos poking their nose around here. That's all there is to it. Could those ruins perhaps be the orphanage you were raised in? It's a perfect view from up here, isn't it? It's something looking down from the place where I was always looking up at. But just because I remember things doesn't make them nostalgic. All that just now was a pile of rubble, nothing sentimentally, no nothing. Credo, you can't mean that. What about Sister Lisa? She always took care of you, didn't she? Though I guess it would have been tough dealing with her passing. Tough. If only it were just simple, it would have been a hell of a lot easier on me. Huh. You mean to say... Forget it. You nosy little snoops got me oversharing enough as it is. We're all finished up here, yeah? Let's head back whenever you're ready. Wouldn't mind getting a good look at the peak while we're up here, though.
A most favorable outcome.
I put a lot of sauce on my chicken burger. Ow, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my food.
Fighting efficiency has been enhanced.
Great. I'll just eat now. What? Oh shoot, that was close.
Something's there.
Dum dum dum.
There's something here.
A treasure chest.
Oh shit. Of course I get confused right as I was trying to get away. Gotta pay more attention because I can't keep doing shit like that.
All right.
Ow. Ow. Frick. Ah! Oh, frick.
Not bad.
shine.
I want to get to the top and then just stare at the view while I eat the last of the burger, which isn't really that much.
There's something here.
Yep. Get up.
A treasure chest. Switch.
Frick. I really wish I had the eagle eye, but I wouldn't have to do this. I need to get full map completion. Then I can easily get some certain items that need. Ah, frick.
Leave it to me.
All right.
I pretty much need to get any free item potential. I have figured that one out. And any free heals too.
My time to shine.
We need your help.
Shit. Ah, shit. I have a few better TTV emotes available. Better shared. I wish I had lettuce. Oh well. Really wish I had Yufa. Not Yufa. I wish I had Raging Bull.
I got this.
Much better tank.
I knew you could do it.
Let's go.
There's something here.
Nightmare is definitely nightmare when
There's
it's.
something here. Leave it to me.
Yeah. What level is it? 33. That's definitely pretty high.
There you go.
Ow!
My time to shine.
Why not? Little overkill, but I didn't hit it all. Did. Come on. Inverted controls is hard and no longer buried. Okay.
We have climbed to quite a high altitude.
Hey,
There's
some
something
treasure.
here.
I got this.
Hey lah.
You should stay back. Leave it to me.
My time to shine.
Shit. Nope. Bye. You know what? So it's free XP. I really want to get to the top. Ow, okay.
Something's there.
I'm just getting to the top. I just want the food.
A treasure chest.
I just want to eat food and have a nice scenery to do it.
There's something here.
That was really close.
Something's there. A treasure chest.
Treasure. Not right button. There's more treasure. Ow!
Leave it
Frick.
to me. It's not safe. You should stay back.
I got this.
Ow! Frick. Frick.
It's dangerous. Fall back. More wounds.
Oh, come on. Yeah, no, not dealing with that right now. I have limited items. And I just want food.
Something's there.
You can see all of Balduke from here.
Stop talking and get a move on.
Oh, well, I want to eat. No.
No need to rush. Something's there.
There's something here.
I can't remember what
Something
kinds of
here.
treasure. That. And that's what up here.
Something's there.
There's something here.
I can get stronger still.
If I use him more, it's best to have him fall. Are you gonna stay here? I finished eating, dog. I got a few emote ideas, except all the emote ideas that I typed in chat are gone.
Lemuri's detected.
Give it to me.
My time to
And then curse.
How many did you find, I wonder?
I think I have 10.
Whoa! You found so many!
Not really, there's 120.
I've just got to thank you.
Always. This many petals around us, the luckiest girl in all of Baltic. Even so, it seems nothing can stop your intrepid nature from placing you in harm's way. And again, perhaps it's that very trait that, well... Wait, what am I saying? Sorry if I made you uncomfortable there. Anyways, thanks for this. You really are a stand-up guy, you know? If you find any more agile petals, you know where to find it, where to bring them. Currently, okay. Oh, by the way, my mom just told me the coolest thing earlier. She said she saw the monstrum. She said she saw this monstrum with fluffy feathers and a black hood. I can close my door now, but the dog is gonna push open the door again. I'm going to put a block on my door. There. Peace for the rest of the stream, at least. Not that I don't love my dog, but it's awkward having my parents listening to me talking to myself. Wow, feathers and a black hood? No way someone could have both those things. Could not be the coolest. No way someone could have both those things and not be the coolest thing ever. I must be talking about acrylics from the sound of it.
A treasure chest.
That's on the left.
Look, a treasure
Leave it
chest!
to me.
Life elixir, yes. I need more of this. But then I also need more defense and like more attack. I need more.
Yes, got one.
I'm gonna become a tank again. Okay. Okay, is this that one? That's easy to deal with. I know where that exactly is. Hi, Pancake. Gamer rage. Where is it? Not this. Oh, there it is. There it is. There we go. I had to leave the dog out because she just makes noise. Well, actually, she just opens the door and then she gets mad when I close the door because I don't want my parents listening. It's just another cycle. Another cycle. Yeah, I had a doggo in my room. Ah, frick, I was too slow. Yep, doggo. Yes! Alright, I'll move finally. Except more I want person's garage. That's too slow. Oh, really? This is where you were.
Ah, you all.
You're welcome. I'm glad that you're now able to venture beyond the city gates with your newfound freedom. May I task you with slaying beasts and monsters there as well? You ever get tired of getting people to do your dirty work for you? You don't have that curse. You don't have the curse, right? That means you can go wherever you want. Where Luminaries go, I go. Feel yourselves and prepare yourselves for the next battle.
Tell me what happened. Fine work, all of you. Use this well.
You saved me. This will save me quite a bit of time. You have my gratitude for your efforts. Fixing pillows behind my back. There we go.
Always happy to help.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna... Yeah. I don't have the increased recovery rate. Hi, Astro! I might want... Help.
Yeah.
I need more medicine. I can't...
Are you hurt anywhere? If you're hurt, come to me right away. It's all yours. Be sure to follow the instructions.
Lucky is alive.
It's all yours.
I'm not sick,
Can I assist you?
but I'm
Must
gonna
take
have to
better
deal
care
with
of
something
yourself.
now. But I had food. I've eaten food. That's good. That's good food. Never breaking news. Old shoe model runs citywide advertising campaign as a doll. Life is good and foods. Nom nom. Yeah, I've been nomming most of the time. I saw it with my own eyes. All you have to do is look at how she runs. Ever notice the wheels on her shoes? She's zooming around town as if a living showcase. I wonder what store she's working for. I'd like to zoom on over and try a pair myself. Shoe model, that's quite the imagination. Yeah, no kidding. I live in Shantytown, but I work the sweeping job during the afternoon. Besson's in charge of the sidewalks. I held the waterways. I got a lot of money to save up now that white cats start coming by. Don't lie to me. I know that they don't have eyes. Just AI. They're just AI. They can't hurt me. Pretty's friends at the dandelion. Oh, pardon me, miss. Are you referring to me? How may I be of assistance? Nothing really. You just look like my daughter. She passed away many years ago. It was an unexpected tragedy. I see, and you're mistaken as it's merely a coincidence. You shouldn't be so cold, Anamona.
What the? Sorry. How are things going?
The AI reacts to running into them.
I see.
That brings your total to landmarks, discovered landmarks, up to 9. Thanks, man. Seriously. Oh, and don't worry, I didn't forget about your reward.
Here's a little something for you.
That sounds like he's having fun. Yay. Except I don't need the formula let. Can't wait to see what you come across next. Next, yeah. This is the reason why I do all the additional side quest things. I need these. It allows me to do more attacks. It allows me to increase my health and become more of a tank. In terms, because that all usually gets is the most balanced, easiest to use.
Yeah.
Looking to cut it, do you?
I don't have enough soul lumber. Darn it. I will just do this. Oh. Alright. I ate it all, didn't I? I ate all the meat. No. I had dry aged meat and then I ate it all. Because I was in a predicament. Oh. I need to get Silhouette to buy me a whole bunch of smoked meat.
Any errands you'd like me to run? As you wish. Anything else you'd like me to fetch? Call for me whenever you like.
I can have baguettes. Baguettes are nice. I know how to make baguettes, though I haven't done it in a while, and that's in the quiz.
Yeah. Step right up. Okay. Wanna look some more? Bye-bye. See you later.
I should honestly sell some of the items I don't use. I've realized I haven't. Okay, thank God he still has stuff on him. Not I have like some better TV in those. On. There we go. Oh shoot, I think I gotta do this select thing. Well, just gotta select them one at a time. I'll show you all the shared ones I have. If you have better TV, you'll see it. I have full slots. Almost. Almost. So close. 2 more after this. There. There's all my better TV emotes that I've shared. I share. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. Thought my wife was joking when she said she'd leave me if I didn't stop singing I'm a Believer, and then I saw her face. Oh no. So all you see is words. And I lost a pillow. Pillow, no. Come here, pillow. Got it. Don't have better TV on. Oh no. So all you see is words. I'm on mobile. Rip, big rip. Oh yeah. I do see the emote when even if you just type it out. It is so. Send again, please. You know how long that took. Oh boy. This is fine. Give me a second. Go, I sent it again. Shield. Guess she doesn't have a lot of. Here's a fatal blow. That's why not? Got no costumes for him. Want red. I once was watching a streamer that the IS sub goal was reached. It was chaos. Oh boy. Hairpin. Sunglasses. Oh, where? No. So I actually really do like blindfold. We'll wear this for one stream. What was funnier afterwards, they played Pokemon, I think Sword, and in the arena everyone was chanting, I hear you. The audience was chanting, I hear you. Oh my god. Now they're... Yep. I just have everyone wearing stuff right now. Did I get the dry aged meat? I think I did. Please tell me I got the dry aged meat.
Yeah! Crimson Wine! Yeah! Crimson Wine!
I haven't talked to the kid yet. Hey guys, did you see I see you got the doll with you today. You are paying attention where you're going, right? Watching you run around like that with your eyes shut makes me kind of nervous. There's no cause for worry. I see all, even with my eyes closed. I think those gunshots either that or some idiot set off fireworks on a non-holiday. Oh, great. Oh, if you say so, you monster or something. Should probably take off that now.
Damn! If it ain't the monstrums.
Well, that surprised me. I've never had that one before. Break in. Did that say break in? I'm pretty sure that said break in. It did.
A treasure chest!
Okay. Well, you criminal. I need
Hey, some treasure.
it wasn't intentional. I honestly didn't know it to break in. Also, where do they come in from if it's a break-in? I don't see a door. Oh, yeah. Gonna report Lucky to Cheesy. She's breaking into houses. Oh no, don't report me to Cheesy. Where plain sight may fail, the mind's eye serves to reveal the way. I still don't know why it said break in. I totally did not break in. Totally legitimate transaction. Also, the sounds aren't starting. That isn't good at all.
Always a pleasure. Nothing caught. Come back soon.
That is actually very concerning for your safety. I'm worried whether it may be fireworks or gunshots, because either are possible when you're in America. Okay, I want to make sure I gather all the stuff. Nah, they're in a different neighborhood. That does not mean much.
Yeah!
I mean, it means I'm not getting attacked. Well, yeah. That does mean that.
Yeah!
Does this also say break-in? Skeptical eyes, I look everywhere. You know, I kind of noticed there's actually like an eye kind of look there. Only through inner sight can the... See, it kind of looks like an eye in the cracks in the wall right around there. It does say break-in! It's not like anyone's using these.
A treasure chest!
Oh, I got more dried meat. Okay. He stopped burglarizing houses. It isn't a house! I'm not burglarizing a house. I don't think anyone lives here, nearby here. Well, like, they live in the area, but, like, I mean, I don't think that anyone lives in this wall. That's my justification. I need the item.
Crimson Wine!
Okay, time to do the prison thing. Oh look, there's a doctor.
Yes.
That stomach remedy you prescribed me was impressively effective. Allow me to offer you my thanks, doctor. Oh, don't even mention it. You seemed a bit under the weather back when I gave you a screening at the prison. Being an interrogator must take a lot out of you, huh? Your stomach would be aching too if you had to deal with half the eccentrics I have. Even now I'm in the midst of investigating a suspicious rumor. My work's never done. Dear, dear, it certainly seems like it. Try not to overdo it out there, okay?
Yeah!
It's the Crimson King!
Okay.
Oh, we have to take care of him! There you
Yeah. Does look like a lunch date.
Yeah!
The one that was getting the stomach meds,
Crimson Wine!
her personality and mine really don't mesh well. Her personality grates on my nerves, my personality type.
Let's take him out!
Get over here.
You need it?
I honestly could get that.
I see.
I will buy the stuff later. Probably after chapter 7. Because I'll definitely need it all maxed. I didn't read that at all, but I know what it said. Right after, you know what to do. Gotta pay more attention. I just don't have to read out a lot. Count your blessings, Redhead. I've got a job here just for you. Today's objective, intel on the prison carriage, must have something to do with the knives. Ha, God knows where you'll find yourself information like that. Can't you even give me a hint? What was that? Can't hear ya. Not that some dirty inmate's worth listening to. Well, best of luck to you. I'll be looking forward to it. That looks more like Adol. Yep. Definitely does. Completing these requests might help you uncover more intel on the prison. But first, you'll need to find some clues. Phew, that was one particular place they've got you pent up in, Rusty. Just what manner of man are you anyways? Told you I'm an adventurer. Oh, your adventures must be right fearsome lot then, huh? Anyhow, Anyhow, how about the intel you're looking for? About this intel you're looking for. I think I've got a hunch of where it might be. See, there's this warehouse the Knights have been using on the sly lately. It'll be more a Darius trek to make, but what you say? Want to check it out? Lead the way, my good hello. Fairly, let's get that dastardly guard's request over and done with. Talking Roo. After breaking out of his cell yet again, Adol slipped quietly past the guards. With Xavier's guidance, the duo arrived at the mysterious underground passage. I think this one's harder, if I remember correctly. Phew, all clear, Rusty. What's the matter? Must have been imagining things. Alright, if you say so. I actually know where this is. Let's see. It should be locked up here, ahead. I have a feeling it's gonna be dangerous. Don't fret, Rusty. I'll protect you. All I got is a rusty sword. Xavier is now accompanying you. I don't think you hear me well because I just realized my mic was kind of not... definitely not this way. Definitely not this way. Yeah. Yeah. It is exactly... Do recognize this place. Anyone that's been at the first part of the stream will also recognize this place. I'll say it now, this is the place where we broke out from. See, look, the treasure chest has already been opened. But if I do remember correctly, it looks more... Yeah, I already read that. And now it's all stuff that I'm not recognized.
Stay sharp.
Yeah, because this is more difficult. I at least have cheese. I have cheese on my side. Oh shit! 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 I remember that just as I stepped on it. Well, I kind of did that on purpose, kind of, because I actually didn't fully... Fuck! I jumped and just was too slow and got stabbed! Shit! Oh, shit. I got scared twice! I should remember that I should really put Nightmare in the title. I'll do that now. Oh, if I could spell, that would be lovely. There we go. I really don't need to kill these because there's not much, Never trusting Cheesy again after his lies about the movie last night. I didn't get to see it. I kind of was busy doing other things. Also, I needed to sleep, but then again, I unexpectedly had to do something that took longer than expected. What did he lie about the movie? Was it another of his lies like that other game? That one game? Shit! And I jumped off again. I said there was one Diddy in the movie, but there were two Diddies. The liar. Well, is that a good or a bad thing? Were you not wanting to see it? 'Cause that's the question. It was an R-rated movie.
Take a left.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
A treasure chest.
I knew that was happening. I tried to jump over it. I need these items so I can't jump. Rock. Ah. It was natural. Nope. Shit. Yeah. I need that guy dead. It was newt. Natural. Ah, shit. Oh, weird. Oh, weird. Ah! Fuck! No! Shit. 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 Shit! Okay, good. Those things cause a lot of issues. Especially in this next part. Fuck.
A treasure chest.
The reason why I'm actually so tense right now is because if I die, I have to restart from the very beginning because I can't save right now. Because saving is in a lock menu. Non-terrible screen menu. Which I don't know why. There's not like there's any sensitive information on it that I can think of. Okay. Now this one's gonna be hard, because I need to fake this thing out. If I remember correctly. Come on. Got it?
Treasure chest.
Because I actually do have to go on both sides.
An opening.
And now I have to go back. Shit. Come on. Activate the trap. Shit. Okay, there we go.
Tread lightly.
Fuck!
Inconceivable!
I think I just squawked like a bird. Okay, at least it's not as far back as I thought, but like, still. Come here. You're now on the completely opposite side. Maybe it- oh, he jumped off! Yay! Bye! You actually can't even tell that it's a trap. It's really hard, like you can barely tell. Yeah. Yeah, yep. What? Oh, it's this guy. What sucks is that I gotta do those traps again. Come on. Shit. These traps actually do a lot of damage, so I gotta be very careful. Oh, frick! There's death to Titty. To Diddy. Yeah. F. Yeah, this is like the third time. No. Okay. Come on. Shit! Shit! Those do a lot of damage. Okay. Oh, yes! Okay. I could probably get the other one to jump off too. Nope. Shit! I don't have double jump! Oh, it jumped off! Yay!
A treasure chest.
That's how you work the system. You trick the AI. Get wrecked, AI. Yeah.
A treasure chest.
The first one's easy. The first one's really easy. The second one is harder to deal with. And I'm not talking about AI here. I'm talking about traps now. Oh my god. I totally forgot about those spikes and they totally scared me from earlier. Oh shit! Ah! That was a bad one. Thank god I'm only level 10, so I really don't have a lot of health. But damn, it hurts. Come on. Come on. Okay.
A treasure chest.
Oh, frick. Ching, ching. Ching, ching. This is not gonna be good. Shit! That was close! The worst part is that beam actually will be an insta-kill. Which is why I react in such a way. Okay, got it. It honestly...
Tread lightly.
Okay, got it. Got around the thing that killed me last time. It's not even like I'm getting killed by the monsters. No, I'm getting killed by the traps. Though there is a monster that will kill me later. I can't do much about that. Oh no, not again.
Treasure chest.
Okay. Shit! Shit! Okay. Shit. I really don't like some of these traps. Okay.
Over here.
Yep. Haha! This is a place. No two ways about it. Let's see if we can't find what we're looking for somewhere hereabouts. Can I read any other documents aside from the one I actually need? No. Okay. I got too scared from all the tenseness. Okay, winding down a bit. Ah, frick. You find a book of meticulously kept records. It seems to be a registry of the Hieroglyph Knight's transport. Huh? That's peculiar. Looks like there's several characters running without the Roman army of people. It does seem to be the case. I had a feeling they were hiding something. Not to mention how fishy this place is. Just what are those scoundrels up to? Among the goods and supply transport, there's an entry rated nuisance transfer. This must be the escort Greg mentioned. The date of transfer is today. Sounds! There's nary a moment to spare then. Jeez, my voice. What do we do, Rusty? We might not make it in time. That's for those outside to worry about. Right. I have to wonder how they'll handle it, though. Anyways, let's make sure we get the job done on our end, too. I don't need to practice a voice, because it's not like I'm going to actually get another chance for the end of the stream. Okay. Ba-ba. We made it, and not a moment too soon. Would it kill him to give a guy a heads up next time? You'd better treat me later for all the good boozing I'm missing out on. I never would have found it without the intel. Like it or not, it appears no different from any other average carriage. We can't we can tail on the road behind them from a distance. Let's make haste. There's no reason to fight the enemies here. I'll just decrease the health that I actually need for this fighter fight. Oh, I'm at 2,000 health now. That's pretty cool.
Could that be?
Let's go, let's go!
Too excited to just be beating up on your own coworkers. Unbelievable. Just our luck. Some giant beast would rush at us out of nowhere. Well, it was hardly much for us. Hello, my knights in dreary armor. It would seem you had a run into some trouble, much to our benefit. As if the beasts weren't bad enough. Now monstroms are attacking? Rest them! Don't let this chance slip away. Sorry, but we'll be taking your carriage. Right, we're ending this here and now. Doop. Oh god. Bitch. Shit! I switched to the one character with the lowest health. Of course. Ah, let's go. Got it! Got it! Oh. Put up a better fight than expected. Too bad we had to resort to force, but I'm glad we made it in time. So let's come to this. Let's see how you blasted monsters taste a little venom. I thought it was getting noisy out here, so you're the famous monstrum. They said you had strange powers as well as appearances. I can now see what they meant. Did he untie himself? He must be quite capable indeed. Didn't see this one coming. Before I introduce myself, I'd like to ask you this. Why is it you came for this carriage? I'd honestly rather not think about it, but you're here to take my life, aren't you? No, that's not it at all. You requested to come save me. Save you. Oops. Save me, you say? I was reading at the same time I was reading. You explained to the man exactly how your rescue of him came to be. So that's what happened. Now I see, given the fact that you know about the oath on the hill, the requester must have been one of my subordinates. Subordinates, you say? Right, I only tell that story to the most trusted among those in my command. Now allow me to introduce myself.
My name is Lucian. I'm a seneschal of the Hieroglyph Knights.
You know, even though I've heard that once before,
But
I always...
think I'll leave my introduction at that. For all I know, that title may have been stripped from me by now.
Seneschal? You mean you're one of the knights seconds in command? But why would they do this to you? Or strip you of your title at that? Sounds to me like something happened between you and your beloved master. They'd wave it off as an extended sick leave, but really you were just being carted off in secret. Extended sick leave? I see, so that was their justification. That's exactly right, but how could you know something only the knights? Don't tell me. Figured it out. So, something is going on, even after setting Master Satellite aside. I hardly know the difference between right and wrong at this point. Are you aware of the increasing number of false arrests being made lately? It so happens the Hieroglyph Knights are the one to blame for it all. To what end exactly? I'm not sure. I only noticed it myself around 4 months back. You know exactly the time he disappeared. I understand, but last night's arrest, we were just as lacking in suitable grounds. Please, Master Shadowlord, you must let me investigate. We've had far too many misidentifications and false charges lately. Yes, so it would seem. Perhaps harsher discipline is needed to ensure regulatory compliance. Most of these arrests are being carried out by men under your direct command. Master, no, Shadowlord, tell me what exactly is going on here. Listen to yourself. Clearly, your fatigue has gotten the best of you. You have my permission to take a leave of absence. Use it to get the rest you so need. What? But I don't need... Now, no need to make a fuss. I see to it you're well taken care of. Gilbert, you too? Not much of a voice actor or an actor, but like I don't do terrible. I don't know. Who knows? I've known Shadowlord since before the Hieroglyph Knights were even founded. It's been over a decade now. He's been like a brother to me ever since my own passed away. But that just makes it even harder to understand how this came to happen. What would you like to do now? What would I like to do? Well, I would like to know the truth. Why the innocents are being taken on false charges, as well as how the master is involved. A sensational of the Hieroglyph Knights, as he who watched him rise to the top. I must get to the bottom of this. For that, I'll do whatever it takes. That is, if you monstroms will let me work with you. Of course. We did come to your rescue, after all. I have no objections. You will surely serve as a useful source of information for us. Not like we have a choice. Come on, we'll take you to a little hideout. With that, Otto and his companions welcomed Lucian as an official member of the group. They made their return to the Dandelion, exchanging information all the while. Are you sure you don't need us to find the author of those letters? I inhaled spit. That hurts. Yes, I'm sure my subordinate who posted them would want to remain anonymous. I'm certain he'll contact me again soon. Until then, I'll need what information I can get. Unbelievable. I can't believe you have me running errands for a bunch of lowlives. Here, Greenhorn, I brought what you asked for, an up-to-date list of prisoners. It's just a list of the prisoners that we know of at the moment. You have my gratitude. As it might not be much, but I did hear some rumors while I was locked up. I'll do some more digging to see if I can find anything else on how to place prisoners. Thank you. The lack of information on my missing friend has been weighing on my mind. You ain't the sentinel for nothing. What can't you do? I think we can trust him. Just all the glassware and eye coverage. I actually like these people as eye colors, so like, there's no reason for the glasses. I just really wanted to put them on. Anyways, anyone who betrays the knights is alright with me. Grado. I've been informed of your situation, but don't think I'll turn a blind eye to the havoc you've been responsible for. Yeah, why don't you do something about it? It must have started after I was detained, but it's my duty as your commanding officer to end it. The next time you need to blow off some steam, start with me first. I'll welcome whatever fate awaits me. How noble of you. Okay, let's see how long you can last before you croak. Though I admit I'll need to train more before I'm a suitable opponent for you. Are all knights like these two? For a second I thought we'd finally have someone normal joining us. What was that, you hairy blueberry? The dandelion is becoming merrier by the day.
A most favorable outcome.
Do I have a lot of money now? Money, but also ally, but money. Ooh, I'm very close to actually getting the next one. Sadly, it's gonna take a while, because I gotta get, like...
Looks like it's here.
Yep. Wormhole Nox has appeared. Actually, what is my map at? Can I get new stuff? Probably not. I'm not at 30% yet. I think I only get it every, like, couple percentages. Can I make that last thing yet?
Sure thing. What do you want to make?
Because I
Leave
need
it to me. What do you think? That should do it. Good work out there.
Do 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 do. Da 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 do. Da 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 da.
Here they come.
Maybe if I fight all the ones on the way there, I'll have enough.
Commencing extermination.
Probably not. That's only one of us three. Da 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 da. Da da da
Here they come.
I actually like the waltz. It's called the song that's being played in the town one is called the, I think it's the Midnight Waltz? It's a waltz. Or jump off. No, I didn't make it jump off, but whatever. Where is it? What? Where's the Grandiose Waltz? It's something waltz. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
The monsters are here.
I think I'm off beat because the sound I hear in my headphones will be about a half second slower than what it is actually played on stream. So my tone will likely be off.
Here they come.
But I can't help it. I actually really like the beat and the tune. And down we go. I don't want to go down though, because if I go down, it's going to end the thing. I have to let them actually kill it. I have no choice. I have to let them kill it, because if I go down, it will end the... Oh wait, it didn't end it. Thank God. Usually if I get too far from the starting position, it will end the fight.
Lemuria's detected.
Let's take them out.
Ow, I didn't think of that. Why did my phone go off? Just a ban notification.
A treasure chest!
There's meat. I think it's on the ground, or is it on a floor lower? Could be either. Miss Rowe used to be the coolest guy in town, but after the run-in with the hawk, he's nothing but a shell of a man now. I'll never forgive you for this, you bird-brained bastard. Why don't you come and take me on yourself then, tough guy? I actually really like when you read the graffiti that's actually valid to the monstrum you're reading. Kind of funny because they react. That's definitely off tune and off beat. Very sad.
How's it going? Always a pleasure.
There's the hat.
You've got good taste. Anything else?
I'm not giving the hat yet. I know who's the hat for. Who the hat for. Wow. I'm so close yet so far to actually having enough for the second one. I need 100 for each Grimwald to show up. Da da da.
Oh, welcome.
I gotta shut up.
Ah, a connoisseur, I see. I'm plenty. Thank you for stopping by.
I should stop humming. I can't help it. I like the tune. Not like there's any lyrics in this game.
Item acquired.
A treasure chest.
Look who's here.
Ah, shit. Get over here. Ouch.
I got this.
No! I went too far!
Look who's here.
That's really good. 30 more. Is there anything else? No, I just have to fight more. What a predicament. Come raise our hammers, for the stones we break shall build our homes. Come line the logs, for the stones they convey shall become our ramparts. And the sweat of labor lives our prize, countrymen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, some treasure.
I have got the graffiti that was for Hawk, right?
A treasure chest!
No, I haven't, actually. Here lies the might of the Hawk, sore unbound in the endless blue, that even the most seasoned of soldiers tremble in the wake. Thy wake. Sounds like a good deal to me.
Item obtained.
Oh.
Lemuri's detected.
I don't know, maybe I'm just mixing it up with another one. Whatever, I need to make sure I get enough. Because I really do need the prison one. Not only for a later one. I need the power upgrade. It's available there. Where is it? Oh, it's so close. My throat hurts.
Here they come.
Ah, great. It's a shield and I don't have that move yet. No, it's done here.
Ain't getting away from me.
10 more! Ah, that's aggravating. Okay, I gotta jump over the boats.
Look who's here.
Okay. Hurts. Hurts. read at the moment. I don't know, maybe. I can't say anything really interesting happened to me this week. I was sick all week. I guess that's also kind of interesting in itself. Oh! Baths. I think I forgot to do the bath thing for the last chapter again. Bath.
Lemuri's detected. Two more, and then I have enough. Commencing extermination.
That's an Arcana.
Let's take him out.
I knew you could do it.
Hot. Okay, now I can finally do... Actually, do I have enough of everything? Potions... I should make meals. If I make enough meals, well, not like I can make that many meals, but still. The doll was once only an urban legend, but she has been seen in the city quite often as of late. I also hear of the White Cat's change of heart and the Crimson King's popularity among the children. Oh, and how do I know this, you ask? You see, I, Moblin Legrand, speak to the fishes of the Loire River with my mind. You're now even more impressed by me, yes? Oui. You may shower me with adoration. I didn't really mean to talk to him, but like... interesting piece of information, I guess. One.
This one, no? Here you are, mon ami. Au revoir.
I think that's enough to get the trick deck. I can't remember where I buy all this stuff. I might have to pull up that guide, because I actually do need to make sure they're all max. Makes it easier later on. Ah! My neck is cracked. I didn't buy food. That was my whole reason for going there. And I didn't do it. I didn't buy and make food.
Looking to cut a deal?
Trick deck.
I see. You saw nothing.
I don't think I can buy that yet. What else? No. Can I buy the coffee beans yet? No, I can't. I think I have all I can right now, actually. Parks is downstairs. And I'm not giving the hat yet. I want to see if I can wear the hat. Old man challenged me to chess match. Much surprised. He appeared to be a pushover, but he gave me a run for my money. Anyways, knew that they were hiding something with him. There was something up with him, but now he's gotten me even more curious. And how the mighty have fallen. Didn't think that it would happen to a valiant Central. Once a canary in a gilded cage, now made to muck in the mud with us monstroms.
Hello there.
Trick deck. Gift the trick deck. These are cards for magic tricks. I've had my eye on these for a while. Let's see. While under they appeared nondescript trading cards, but if you look closely, you'll see the top and bottom of each card are asymmetrical. Fascinating. So that's how the masters do it. I'll practice myself and perform it for you when I have perfected it. Can't wait. I am pleased to hear that. Prepare to be bewildered. And no matter how many years pass me by, I'll never turn down a challenge. I suppose you and I have that in common, Adol the Adventurer. My friend in the prison also possesses that trait. In fact, you two are very similar in many ways. You would have been thick as thieves. I was trying to stop myself from yawning, but I still yawned. I can hardly tell right from wrong now with how far the order has swayed. So I'm just gonna do the best I can, even if it's against the Master's will. You said your name was Adol, right? I hope I can be of some help to you. I have the knife. I have the knife.
Adol.
Here's the knife. You gift Hito the razor-sharp knife as a present. You telling me this thing makes cuts so clean that you can't even see them? Come on, Adol. It's not like I don't believe you, but I'm not sure that's even possible. There's a limit to how fine you can sharpen steel, you know. Well, why don't we just tie it up then? Come on, let me see. Actually, be careful. This isn't a toy, you know. Oops, too late. Yeah. Archie cleaves a nearby apple in two. The halves stay put as if they'd never been cut to begin with. Wow, they stuck back together. Now that's what I call sharp. I don't believe it. Wait a minute. I was gonna have that apple for a snack later. So, it stuck back together, didn't it? You heard the lady. That doesn't mean I'm convinced. But say what you will, there's no way it could be returned to normal like that. I've seen street performers pull it off, sure. But those were all just illusions. It's not possible. It's just not possible bearing magic. I mean, who made this thing Huh? What's wrong, Tito? Wait, isn't that Daddy's name carved into it? Yeah, no doubt about it. Dad was the one who forged this knife. But how did he manage to get it this sharp? Guess I got a lot ways to go before I'm even close to his level. You'll get there, Tito. Yeah, someday. But for now, all I can do is believe in myself and carry on. But thanks for the present, Adol. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll have to see what kind of techniques of my dad I can glean from this.
Yeah.
I'm
ready and raring to go.
Should increase this as much as possible.
Time to show off my skills. Just leave it to me. Let me know, come
don't
back
have any more iron ore. No, you got a recipe book. I really don't want to read anymore. My throat's actually really hurting now. Just give me the word and I'll have a crack at it. Oh, my neck. The number of dishes available at the Dandelion has increased.
You just take your time.
$500, $300, $350. No, I don't have enough potatoes.
Thanks a ton. Anything else I can get you? Don't be a stranger.
Well, it's not like more potatoes. Well, I could, but like... Wrong button. I actually don't feel great.
How's your progress? Well now, excellent work.
Yay! Discovered graffiti in 26 locations. You found more than 22. Those results are splendid.
It isn't much, but...
Yes, I needed this item. Hardly mere works of... There are actually more weeks. There's more graffiti around. Find them, is what he said. I do want that one thing though, and I will put it on the moment I enter the Grimworld Nox, which I actually will now. Too bad all the people are gone.
Yeah! Crimson Wine! Yeah! Yeah! Crimson Wine!
I want to do a Subnautica stream tomorrow, but like, I'm getting tired. I guess I'm not as fully better as I thought. I can't get that.
Yeah! 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 Crimson Wine! Crimson Wine! Crimson Wine!
My chest. I should run across a really tile. Oh god. I'm not gonna read this. My throat hurts. Let you guys read it. Not. Wait. I didn't read that. Thanks you again for picking up my dog. Todd. I'm just home. He gets to have a happy life. That's not for me, Sniff. Okay. Autosave. Computer. Shit, I almost dropped my phone. So, Waddle's found something. I might just want to end today soon. Am I high enough level for this? Yes. Yes. Should be because I am level... Ow, frick. Oh, if I only had one more of them. Should I go buy one more? Because I literally just need one. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, I don't need the Twilight Shards for much. Just Spire. Oh, I forgot about that. What do I need? Strength elixir. Need more strength elixir.
Sure thing. All right, let's do this. What do you think? That should do it. Good work out there.
I thought that was thunder. If I had a few more people, I'd probably raid someone, but I might just...
Aprilis!
Well, well. Look who's back, healthier than ever.
Oh, I don't suppose you were concerned about me, were you?
Not in a million years.
My injuries have healed. I regret you had to witness me in that state. I must be vigilant to avoid making the same mistake again.
Does that mean the full moon Grimwald will happen again?
Yes, and it will be soon. But my doubts have been absolved, seeing how far you've all come. And I have faith you'll continue to exceed my expectations.
Aprilis seems different.
And yet, you never cease to find an excuse to boss us around.
Either way, we're gonna smash through this Grimwald Nox like we always do.
Monstrums. The time is nigh. Stand ready! Lay waste to the malevolent, lest the night prevail. As the sentinel between the dark and light, I, Aprilis, herald the fall of this dusk.
Let's do this, everyone!
That's funny what I just read.
Here I go!
Ah, again!
Is everyone all right?
Oh. I got people, don't I? Yes, we do.
Your work pleases me.
We need to push back!
It's all yours, Credo! Okay! We're being ambushed!
Yep! Leave it to me!
We won't allow it.
An ambush! Watch out!
Outbreaking effort indeed. What are you doing?
This bodes well for the future.
Time to finish this! Gotta make this last hit count.
I am on route.
I can keep going.
How?
Together, everyone!
Better get these repaired.
I expected no less from you, mes amis.
Yay! My throat really hurts.
Impressive.
I'd like to try to go longer, but I honestly am feeling very drained.
Good work, everybody.
My illness is still not subsided. Well, it's not 100% an illness, but like, yeah, I at least could do about 4 hours at least, which isn't too bad.
We have accomplished the mission. Yup. It wasn't easy, but we pulled through.
Hey, I heard you snuck into the prison again. Did you find anything worthwhile?
That's right. We haven't told either of you yet.
Recount your visit to the outskirts of Balduke after the full moon Grimwald. First full groom.
That explains the sudden change in the barrier I felt.
Do you ever see any prisoners when you're in the prison?
Prisoners? Well, of course. Is there someone you had in mind?
No. Forget I mentioned it. Anyhow, we know that the full moon Grimwald is an anomaly.
I don't have a reason to go to the outskirts personally. But the full moon Grimwald is no pushover, so we'd better prepare for it.
It seems it is time.
Okay. I can't handle any longer. I'm still too ill for this. I'll probably be playing Subnautica tomorrow. Oh, frick. Oh yeah, the next one's gonna open. When we play this again, we're gonna do that. Finish this chapter. Start chapter 6.
We should prepare ourselves.
Maybe. Shit, I really don't feel great. Yeah, I can't handle going on any longer. I'm sorry. I'd love to go longer, but I really can't handle it any long. I can't handle. But nonetheless, thanks for hanging out. We're almost to a fill. I just need the average of 3 viewers, for 30 days. I need a 30-day 3 viewer average. One of the streams I might actually do art. I found a second set of headphones, so I could probably put up a mic headphone and then music headphones so I could hear things. That one will have alerts, so that's nice. We could finish. I have some emote ideas to draw. I have 2 more. So we might do that. I have a Discord if you ever want to see what the heck I'm doing, which I do a lot of things. Check out on the Discord. YouTube channel, I put all the VODs that disappear from here onto there. I snip this up into shorter vids before the full VOD comes out. I usually take out unnecessary things and stuff. I'm not good at editing. I will improve eventually and get just the important things, but it's an improvement over time. Nonetheless, hope you all had fun. I'm sorry that it didn't go longer. It's almost been 4 hours, but this is as far as I can go. Nonetheless, see you later. I will just be hosting like Turtles and Chilled or like Greg, or even just the Wolf Place again. Nonetheless, see you later. 24-hour plans will be after my 4 weeks of 3-day shifts at my job, and it's Wise 8, my completion run. I think I've got all the information out that I really need to. nonetheless, bye bye. Bye bye.